everyone, welcome to another week's video. Today I'm very excited to share something with you. Like I mentioned in other videos, I've been filming many videos this month because I bought a few art supplies, so I'm not sure which order you'll be watching this, but I got some commercial watercolors and some handmade watercolors, and this is a little order I did from Etsy from a seller I had never bought anything else before, but they have a beautiful stock and I was so excited to get to try their colors. This is a seller called Poems About You. They are in the United States, and I got a few colors of them to try. I'm super excited. I love finding out new sellers and trying new paints, and sharing those with you, because if you're here you probably like watercolor as well. So I'm very happy to be swatching those today. And before I start, as usual, I would like to thank everyone that has been following me here, liking the content, commenting. Everything is really welcome. It helps me with the algorithm. If you sign up for the notifications, if you share this with other people that might be interested, everything, it's really helpful, and I really appreciate your support. So without further ado, I'm gonna check what's inside. I have just opened this part of it to facilitate the video, but I haven't seen anything it's here inside, so let me get what. Okay, so I ordered 6 colors from them, and this is how they come. It's a very beautiful little package. I love the paper. I'm gonna try to keep the paper intact to find some use for it. I've been doing a lot of crafts lately with decorative paper, so I can appreciate it. It's really nice. And here are the colors that I ordered. Nice. And it comes with a little swatch card. That's really nice. And a sticker, a holographic sticker. It's really nice also. So let me see the colors that I ordered. I have here Azo Green, and this is the genuine Azo Green. I don't remember the pigment. Maybe she has added here to the pen. We'll see. Because I have Azo Green that I think from Rosa Gallery, that is made with mixed pigments of yellow and green. I also have this Florentine Green, another green. Then Chlorite Green. You can see that I'm really into greens. What else? Gilsonite, it's a type of brown. Cobalt Purple Tyrian. And the last one is called Amber Black, and is a kind of a metallic shiny one. I didn't expect it to be metallic, to be honest. I paused the recording to go check the website because I was very curious. It's been a while that I ordered these paints and I wanted to see the listing. So the listing says that Amber Black is a granulating rich blue-black mineral pigment with a subtle metallic shimmer. That is what you can see here. And it has no pigment identification or pigment number. I also want to check the Azo Green because it was listed in my invoice as a convenience color, and I started thinking, did it change the formula or something? But it's still listed with one pigment, and this is PG10, so I'm very curious to try those. I'm gonna open the first one here so I can show you how it looks. I want to see if the name of the pen is indicated, the name of the paint is indicated on the pen. Yes, it is, which will save me time. That's great. Hazel green. I unwrapped all the 6 paints. I also prepared a little swatch here on my sketchbook. This is the Buckingford 300 grams rough. And because we are in October and I thought it would be fun to do something different, I drew some pumpkins, some pumpkin shapes, and that's what I'm going to color in with the watercolors. I also took the opportunity to try this new brush I got in my local art shop. This is Sea White. I've been buying sketchbooks from Sea White for a while now, and they're really good, and I didn't know they were making brushes as well, so I got this one and I have never used. I thought it would be a good opportunity to try it. And now I'm just going to add 1 drop of water, which I should have done probably before, but I forgot. With the handmade paints, it's always good to pre-soak them. Let's start with Hazel green, that is PG10. I had never seen a paint, a green paint with this pigment. That's why I got very curious, and I love this type of green, kind of olive green. And I didn't know about this pigment before, the PG10. Apparently it's a rare pigment that is not used anymore. I'm not sure if it got discontinued, but to me it looks like an olive yellow, sorry, an olive green. It's a very nice olive green. I had to stop the video because I got a warning I was running out of battery, so I needed to recharge a little bit. Meanwhile, I let my paints soak here, as I had said, and I managed to add a little bit of more of the hazel green at the top in the mastone. And I have to say I'm really impressed with this color because it's a beautiful olive green, but it looks really natural, and it has also some texture that I can see, and I'm really excited to see how it will dry, but it looks like a really unique color, very natural. Now let's go ahead and see how the Florentine green looks. This is also a kind of muted green. Looks really opaque, yeah. This is PG23. That's really, really opaque. Just a little bit and it looks like gouache almost. I'm gonna try to remove a bit of paint from my brush and there's so much. I can even manage to try a little thing here. because there's so much. Okay, it's really beautiful and granulating. Very natural looking as well, very muted. Now it's chlorite green, which is also PG23, but this is more towards brown green, I would say. So far I'm really happy with the colors. They re-wet very nicely. Some mineral colors, they take a longer time to re-wet, or you have to really rub the brush to get some color payoff, but this one works beautifully, at least so far. Let me try to dilute a bit better here. And this has beautiful texture, I love it. I have chlorite brown from De La Magna Watercolours, and I really like it. That's why I decided to try the chlorite green. It's really beautiful. And now we have a brown that's called Gilsonite, and the pigment number is NBK6, which reminds me of Van Dyke brown pigment number, but I think Van Dyke brown is NBK8. And some of you may already know Van Dyke brown is not really a light fast color, but I like it so much that I don't mind for what I've been using in sketchbooks and paintings that will remain stored. This one is really beautiful. It has a lot of texture and some sort of color separation, also some kind of darker brown and lighter. It's really nice. It looks really autumny, this spread over here, even though there's no oranges or yellows or reds, but very moody color palette over here. And I'm gonna break with it now because I have a purple. It's cobalt purple Tyrian, and this one is NV1, which I suspect may be also another light fast, not light fast pigment. I have to check. I'll leave the information here when I'm editing, but I found the color so nice in the photos that I wanted to try. It's a very beautiful color, muted dark blue. I don't know why, but from the website pictures I thought it would be a little more purple. I don't really see the purple, not so far at least. But nevertheless, it's a beautiful color. And then the last one is Amber Black. I want to see how sparkly it is now using it myself. It definitely has a different texture from the other paints. This is a bit more, how can I say, gummy kind of. The paint doesn't glide on the paper like the other ones. It kind of stays and you have to move it around. Has beautiful granulation also. Curious to see how it's going to dry, because looking like this you don't see a lot of metallics or sparkly. It's just the water now. So what do I think? I really love the top row. I really like them, all of them. They're beautiful, they're very natural colors, and I can look at this, the granulation, the texture is amazing. It's really, really beautiful. I'm curious about this one, how shiny it will be when it dries. I was a bit disappointed by the blue, because I was expecting some sort of purple, like a purplish blue, a bit like smart blue from Winsor & Newton. That's one of my favorite colors from them. So I was expecting something more on these lines. This one to me looks a bit like an Indian Throne blue, but with granulation. But that being said, even though it's not the color I was expecting, now it's drying with very nice granulation. So I'm going to let this dry, and as usual I'll come back, I'll show you the close-ups, and I'll tell you what I think. See you soon. So you can see that there's a very light, faint texture in the Azo green. The Florentine green is very beautiful, rich, muted, can be very dark or go very light. This is my favorite, I believe, from the bunch. Chlorite green also, it's very nice, very useful. Then we have Gilsonite that looks a lot like Van Dyke Brown. The Cobalt Purple Tyrian, that surprised me because it's more of a dark blue than a purple, even though it says Cobalt Purple. But I really like this tone of blue, and I love the texture. If you can see here, it has a beautiful, like, I don't know, Stormsea texture, which I find very beautiful for night skies and stuff like that. And the Armor Black, surprisingly enough, it's so faint, the sparkle, that you can barely see it. There's just a tiny blue kind of interference color, but it's so light I don't even know if it will be showing on camera. It's very light, and there's also some nice texture here. So this could be interesting, for example, for painting insects or birds, because of this type of interference color, even though it's not very prominent. But yeah, I really like the Poems About You colors. They have a vast array of colors to choose from. It was very hard to choose only 6, but yeah, I took the ones that I thought they looked more unique to try to see how I felt about their paints, and I really love them. Now I'm observing this one here. The texture on this one is very, very unique. If you see here, it looks a bit like those cracked soil, you know, from desert lands and things like that. I don't know, it's very, very unusual type of texture. Can be good for painting natural subjects or bark. This could be perfect for the bark of a tree, for example. So yeah, really unique paints. I hope you liked it. If you did, please remember giving me that thumbs up, follow me, hit the notifications button, share with people that like to see watercolor content as well, and stay tuned, because you may have seen here I have more watercolors to swatch. I'll be sharing these with you in another video. So I'll see you soon. Bye!